Hey everyone, welcome back to another LEGO Star Wars review. Today I have the Kamino Training Facility. This was a gift with purchase for the May 4th event of 2025. Set number 40765, 190 pieces, and has 3 minifigures. On the back of the box, it shows some of the features that are in this set and the minifigures in action. This gift with purchase was obtainable if you spend over $160. The minifigures are 3 clone cadets, which is very awesome to get in LEGO Star Wars and is very good for, anyone wanting to build any Kamino mocks. Anyways, all 3 minifigures have dual molded legs, which look excellent. The torso printing looks really good with the belt and all the wrinkles. All 3 minifigures have arm printing on both sides, which is good to see. And then here's the back printing and the rest of the dual molded legs. All 3, of course, have the same face print as they are clones, and they each have the common clone hair. It's really nice getting these 3 clone cadets, and I think LEGO did a good job with them, and I always am a big fan of dual molded legs. So this set comes with a few builds, starting with a rotating turret tower. It can rotate 360 degrees with 4 barrels that can fire at the clones so they can train against. It's a pretty simple build, but it does look, it does get the look of a training tower. The next build is a weapon rack / barricade or barrier that the clones can hide against the turret tower, and there are 3 clips for weapons that the clones can use. I do like the design on this barrier as well. It utilizes some snot techniques to get this look. And the last build is a Kamino KE-8 Enforcer. Now this is definitely a very unique vehicle to get in LEGO Star Wars, but a gift with purchase is the perfect way to do it because these aren't sets that are going to be mass produced and released. These are sets that are just gift with purchases, and that's when you can really go with some unique builds and minifigures. It's in this all white color scheme, which looks really nice with some clear blue pieces every now and then for the engine thrusters and lights. Starting off here at the top with the cockpit area, it utilizes a normal cockpit piece that we've seen on many other play scale ships, and there is space for a minifigure. So in this case, it does fit a clone cadet that comes in this set, and it's nice that there's enough room to fit a more recent Kaminoan minifigure. On each side are the thrusters that elevate the ship, and they can move whether it's in landing position, but this is how it is when it is in flight mode. Down here represents the main light. So when displaying, this long rod down here is down so it can't actually stand up, but when it's in flight, it is all the way down here. So it's a pretty lengthy vehicle, and it definitely is kind of disappointing that you can't display it when it is in flight mode. It does have to sit like this, which definitely does look a little bit odd, but still very nice, and gets a pretty good accurate look in terms of the bottom area. So overall, I think the look is pretty good and LEGO did a good job with it. I think here in the upper section is not as accurate. It's not as fluent and smooth in the transitioning between the cockpit to the top here as the actual KE Enforcer looks like. But for it being a gift with purchase build, this is a very unique vehicle to get. I think this is a very excellent gift with purchase, and I think in recent years LEGO has really been releasing some good ones, with last year being the droid carrier, and this is a very good addition. Now, in terms of the context of the scene, the clones would not be wearing their cadet uniforms in training. As we've seen in the Clone Wars, they're wearing the training armor. So this isn't entirely the most accurate, but it's nice to get clone cadets. It's nice to get a couple of training builds and, the KE Enforcer just to, get these unique builds. Another thing is usually when the clones are training, they're in squads of 4 to 5, as seen in the Clone Wars as well, whereas this one is 3. But like I said, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Maybe would have loved one more clone cadet, but like I said, as a gift with purchase, I think it does a very good job. And, the whole point is to get unique sets that wouldn't be mass produced and released. Anyways, let me know down in the comments what you think of this gift with purchase. Definitely lightsaber slash that like button and hit subscribe with the post notifications so you do not miss any more LEGO content. I hope you all have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace.